What is, hi everybody, this is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy. We're here. We're talking about this 11 game NFL slate for week 14. Before we get into always like we definitely subscribe to helps you turn it all know. And man, oh my Dallas Cowboys, my Cowboys. What are we doing? What are we doing? I mean, they had all the stats. Look, CeeDee Lamb, 6 for 121. Devontae Williams had a good game. Jahmyr Gibbs, though, 3 touchdown game. Dak Prescott, 376 yards. I mean, ah, the playoff chances are slim. They're slim now. But we have a good 11 game slate on our hands for this slate. And then we have the Monday night game, the Eagles and Chargers. Then we have the late night Sunday night game, Texans and Chiefs. That should be a good one. That should be a good one, yeah. So before we get though, always like before we definitely subscribe. Helps me turn y'all know. And I apologize for not getting an NBA video out today. It was 11 game where I had work today. It just wasn't in the works. It wasn't. But let's start it off with the quarterback spot for this 11 game slate. Josh Allen, 7-7. Hard to not love him here. You know how he feels about Cincinnati. 7-7 is a good price tag. Rushing abilities, obviously there. That's what he's been doing recently. I'm really liking Josh Allen here at 7-7. Matthew Stafford at 6-9. I'm not really getting to him against Arizona. Lamar Jackson 6-7. I mean, what version of Lamar Jackson are we gonna get? Which one are we gonna get? Because that's gonna change my outlook on Lamar Jackson. Is what version of him are we gonna hit? Because if we're gonna get the Lamar Jackson, the one who runs, I'm gonna be getting a lot of them. I'm gonna be playing a lot. I mean, I really am. But if we're gonna get the one that doesn't run, I'm not getting to him at 6-7. So we need to know. But we're obviously not gonna know. Joe Burrow, I'm not getting to. Not no. Daniel Jones is gonna be in the fire pool. He's simply just fill-in player if you want to get to him. I am worried about the injury though, but still, it's tough. Bo Nix against the Raiders, not getting to. Jaden Daniels coming back at 6,000. I mean, yeah, that's an intriguing price tag, but coming off an injury like that, I'm not going to it. I'm much of the Jordan Love against Chicago. I think he's gonna have a lights out game against Chicago. I really do. Um, so I'm liking him here. Baker Mayfield a 5.8 no. Brissett I'll go to a 5.7 just because his weapons are gonna be cheap. Other than McBride. Caleb Williams at 5.6, not getting to. Not getting to Sam Darnold, not getting to Trevor Lawrence, not getting to Tua or Rodgers or I mean, you can't get really get to Mariota now. Tyrod Taylor 4.9. It's gonna be a gross click, but against this Dolphins defense, I think he can do well against. I really do. And then I'm gonna get to Tyler Shaw too at 4.6, coming off a good game, 26 for 38, 2 touchdowns, 239. Added a little bit of rushing, even despite the fumble. I'm gonna get to him. That's a cheap price tag at 4.6. So, and I'm not getting to Shadur. No, thank you. Let's go to running backs. Jonathan Taylor 9.3. So this is the this is the tricky part of the slate. He's gonna be in the player pool. Don't get me wrong, but he's not gonna be one of my core plays or my main lineup. He's really not. I'm much of the go to Achan or even James Cook. James Cook at 7.8 is going to destroy this Bengals rush defense. It's going to be a massacre. I love James Cook here at 7.8. Devon Achan though at 8.8, I really like as well. This is a good spot against this Jets run defense. It really is. Um, Looking at Derrick Henry 7.5, he's been a tough click this season too. I do like Bucky Irving though at 7,000. He's going to have that pass catching ability. I like that. Josh Jacobs not getting too much of. Chase Brown against this Buffalo defense. Yep, I'll sign me up. Kyron, no. Brees Hall, no. Judkins is just a workhorse. 23 attempts, 22 attempts. We love to see that. Certainly going to get some Judkins. ETN, no at 6'3. Genty at 6'1 against Denver. Absolutely not. Judge Swift, no. Warren, no. Jordan Mason, we need that. What is the type of run he's going to get? What is the type of run is he going to get? Because if Aaron Jones is going to see some of that run at 5'3", how much of the drop down to Aaron Jones? But again, it's a good matchup either way. Um, RJ Harvey, it's a tough click, man. It's a tough click. It's just what is he going to do with the receiving aspect? That's the thing. And I'd rather just drop down to Kenneth Walker, not gonna lie, at 5'6". No Kamara, so that's gonna open up Devin Neal once again, and Devin Neal didn't look good. I mean, 14 for 47. He had a lot of attempts though, and some pass catching aspects as well. So at 5'1", he's gonna be in the player pool. I like him. Charbonnet, no. And then this is where we kind of get gross, where I'm just going to kind of skim through. Blake Corum at 4.6 had that good game last week, but don't expect that again. Um, Keaton Mitchell 4.5. Yeah, McNichols, you could look at as well, 4-2, a third down roll. So let's go to wide receiver. JSN 9,000. You have to make a choice between Chase, Puka, or JSN as your top options. I kind of rather go to Chase. Um, but you can't go wrong with any of these guys. I mean, JSN coming off a dud game. The ownership's going to be low on him, I think. I really think people are not going to really want to click that name now. So that might be an ownership play. Puka, you know how it goes with Puka. Yeah, it's a tough fade. I mean, it's a tough fade. No Drake London, so it's going to open up some on this Falcons team. Devontae Adams 7-7 coming off a two touchdown game. He's getting it done in the touchdowns. He's really getting it done. So if you were banking on a touchdown or two out of him, yeah, you're gonna have to play him at 7-7. Justin Jefferson, I mean, this is a great spot for Justin Jefferson. It's just I don't expect JJ McCarthy to get him the ball. I don't. I really don't. So yeah, uh, I'm gonna want to play him though. I'm really gonna want to play him. T. Higgins, clear concussion protocol. He's in. Jalen Waddle, no. Olave, no. Ibuka, no. Brian Thomas, 5'9". You could look at possibly. No Rome, no Marvin Harrison, by the way. So if we're gonna look at that here, let's look at that actually. So let's talk about Atlanta really quick. So Darnell Mooney at 4.8, I do like at 4.8. I think it's still cheap. Just talking about the injuries aspect. Let's go to Arizona really quick as well. Um, this is where it's gonna get gross. No Greg George, no Marvin Harrison. Michael Wilson's gonna have to do it all at 5'6". Weaver's questionable. We need to see that news. Bakella, who I don't even know who this guy is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know. I know Shearfield, so Trent might have to see some run. They just signed him, yeah, on the 19th of November. So yeah, you're gonna see some of Sheffield. Um, Jalen Brooks, I think it's just gonna be Sheffield, honestly. So man, oh man, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be super interesting. And on the Bears here, let's go to the Bears. So DJ Moore and Luther Burns, I think is a lock at 3.8. I'm gonna say the L word. Yeah, I think he's a lock. He's gonna see so much runs. Zacchaeus is gonna see run as well at 3,000. They're both great value plays. I mean, those are two amazing value plays, I think. But anyways, Jacoby Myers 5-7. I like him over Brian Thomas. Love Michael Wilson. We talked about Cortland Sutton's in play. It's a choice between him or Torrey Franklin. I'd much rather go Sutton personally. But you can't go wrong with Torrey Franklin as well. Debo Samuel at 5-5. No. Metcalf, I'm gonna like at 5-4. It's a good spot for him. Shakir, no. Christian Watson, downfield threat. I love his upside here. Um, Romeo Dobbs, I like at 4-9. Jordan Addison, can you trust JJ McCarthy? Nope, I don't. I don't trust him. JJ Moore, we talked about. Donnie Mitchell coming off a good game, 4-6. Him and Michi bouncing back and forth with good games. Now this against Miami. Um, Pick or choose which one you want. Josh Downs, no. DK, no. 4-5, no. Jared Judy's just awful out there right now. We talk about Burden, love him. I love Bailey as well at 3-7. 8 for 8, 93 yards and a touchdown. Love that. Love that. So let's go to tight end. Trey McBride, this is an all-time spot for Trey McBride. I love this spot for Trey McBride. I really do. Brock Bowers, I'm not getting two. Tyler Warren, 5,000. Love that price tag as well on him. Zach Ertz, not really getting too much of. Kyle Pitts, 4-2, like that with no Drake London. Mark Andrews decided ascension. I do like him at 4-1. Rip the Isaiah Likely dynasty shares, by the way. Uh, Darren Waller, 3-8. Well, I'd rather go to Brenton Strange coming off of two good games. Mason Taylor, good spot for him. Hawkinson, hard to trust. No Michael Mayer, by the way. Gunnar Helm, 6 for 7. Target machine at 2.9. Love that. So, anyways, yeah, that breaks down this 11 game slate for us as though. Thank you for tuning in. It's great. See you best night, everybody. Have a good one.